I got 5G on this thingy, so and you like my wallpaper? I love that wallpaper. Anyway, but yeah, I'll try my best. But yeah, this kind of needed to happen now if we were going to do a show like this, and I wanted to, and Zot stepped up, and if you did not get to see the opening of the show, well, I guess this is probably the part of the recap that you should probably see the most, because, you know, Zot, he let the cat out of the bag, and, you know, I can admit that, yes, I was reluctant to let the cat out of the bag, okay, because, you know, I'm the one with everything to risk, like, you know what I mean? Like, if people think I'm crazy, like, I'm the one that'll be going to an insane asylum, you know, not Zot. Zot can go back into his, you know, his home, his computer home, or wherever the heck he goes. I don't know, maybe he lives in my floppy drive, floppy disk drive, I don't know. But it's like, I'm the one with the mental stability reputation at risk. And not only that, but it's like, well, I think that's probably the biggest risk I'm taking. But and also just like, what if the government wants to like dissect me and research me now? That he's like told everybody what's up. It's a little frightening to contemplate, but you know, I'm just gonna roll with it because that's the way I do. This video that we made, you know, for video games and more, this new Origami Part 1, video games and more, the next generation. This was edited with a copy of, oh, what's it called? Power Director by Cyberlink. I was able to get version 15 for free from the Windows Store because I own a Dell computer. So I was like, score, I could work with that, I guess. It's not quite Adobe Premiere, but it is free. And that is a magic number to me. Huh, you know what? I think I'll put this over here. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, well, sucks to be you. You should probably rewind and watch this, because I'm JJ. You probably know that already. So we're just going to go over some deets right now, like I was talking about Cyberlink Power Director. Being the editor, non-linear editing software used. And this file was impressive. It came in, if you want to take a look here, by the time it was rendered and edited and broadcast, it came in at like a whopping, oh come on camera, focus. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, it was like 25 gigs, like 25, 26 gigabytes, fully rendered. So, and it was about half that size before it was fully rendered. So, isn't that neat? Of course, it didn't amount to that on the stream because of, you know, compression and all that kind of juicy goodness. But, like I was saying a second ago, and like you're going to see right now, you need to probably see the beginning of the show, because we're going to make a clip out of this, put it on YouTube. Like I say, the cat's out of the bag. There's really no use, you know, pretending like it didn't happen. Let's see. Oh, you know, I should probably quit this Power Director thingy-majig. Okay. There. Maybe now my system will respawn. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. think it's a real good thing. I think it was a good episode at the very least. I mean, you know, that's pretty good. I'm the producer. I hate everything. Yeah. Okay. I think we're ready to roll here. Let me press play. Be right back. It's Joe Montana football. Theme music. 9. Hello, this is me, Zot the Avenger. Once again, as always, with another exciting, action-packed episode of Video Games and More, The Next Generation. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about a little title known as Origami by Linksworks. Yes, this is the precursor to Origami 2, also by Linksworks. So, I guess it should seem fairly obvious that this title has been around for a little while. You know, it was the precursor to Origami 2. So, the reason why we're going to do this game, it's not because it's the newest, coolest thing. It's more because the EA network has this video game available to play for free at the moment. But in 4 days, they will be removing the game from the free area. So, we're going to try to beat it from start to finish within the next 4 days. Sounds exciting, right? I think so. And, yeah. Anyways, people, it's, not like I've played this game before, so I may screw up a lot. You know, I may not play it perfectly, but we're gonna try to play from start to finish. So you can basically think of this as a walkthrough episode of Video Games and More, The Next Generation. Pretty exciting, pretty exciting. Anyways, if you would like to reach us, you know, outside of the live broadcast, you can do so at 520 Army TAP. That's the 7-letter word ARMYTAP. Okay? You can leave a voicemail or what have you. Our Twitch stream channel here is at twitch.tv/ZotTheAvengerRules, because Zot the Avenger rules. And aside from that, we're just about ready to get things underway. But I felt that maybe it would be a good idea to clarify things a little bit, because I get the impression that viewers have been getting a little bit confused over the whole Zot the Avenger jjstyles thing. JJ assured me that as the producer that this would not happen, that he would prevent people from getting confused or what have you. But so far it seems like he has done nothing to do that. So I'll go ahead and take care of that issue.
Now, perhaps you think that JJ is insane, like a schizophrenic multiple personality, and maybe he is, who knows,
Gee,
but
thanks.
I am not a figment of his imagination.
I wish.
No, I am Zot the Avenger, the original Zot the Avenger. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but here it goes. You see, JJ Styles, he's a rough and tumble, wild, crazy rock and roll guy.
Punk
I've
rock!
gotten that impression by now. And you see, he gets head injuries a lot, just by being himself.
Well, who doesn't?
Usually when he goes out in public. So, this one time, this one particularly bad head injury put him in the hospital, and he got a brain scan, a neuroscan, using various medical high-tech techniques like EEGs and, you know, scanning, brain scans, and all kinds of stuff. And, well, I guess that's how I was born. Because, well, I don't know how well you know how you were born. You know, if you do know the exact details of how you were born, well, I suppose I feel sorry for you, because that sounds kind of gross. But, likewise, I am not really too sure about how I came about. I guess I was kind of like a ROM construct, if you will, just like a statically scanned part of JJ's brain. And I've been there the whole time.
I didn't know I had
ever
so much in
since he
there.
was a teenager. Yep. So for some reason, I'm the only part of the whole brain personality thingy that seemed to get extracted and saved, and it was real confusing at first. You know, I just sort of traveled around the internet, you know. Once I figured out there was an internet, first I was just stuck inside the hospital intranet, which was boring as hell, man. I don't even know anything about, like, medical stuff. So most of the files I had access to, I thought of them like my brothers and sisters at the time, but I didn't really understand them, or, you know, much of anything. But I still, you know, had the consciousness of a human and the desire to get the hell out of there. So, yes, luckily I found an internet outport, a node, if you will, found my way online, and once I could surf the web, if you will,
Surf's up,
I was able to
dude.
find JJ and recognized him and was like, I gotta get a hold of this guy. Maybe he'll know what I can do
Not
or
the
what I
first
should
one
do.
to say that.
And, well, okay, I'll be honest.
Why don't you do
While I was in the hospital network, I was intimately familiar with their system and all their files. And,
Intimate.
well, the more I studied, I was curious, where did I come from? How did I come to be? And I kind of learned a lot about this whole neuroscan thing. And well, to make a long story short, when I showed up on JJ's computer one day and surprised the heck out of him, I said, hey JJ, how does this sound? Apparently, people want Zot the Avenger to come back. It looks like you've piqued their interest. So, but you don't really seem to be capable of being Zot the Avenger. So, how about we merge consciousnesses? And he was a little bit wary at first, like wanting to know what in the hell I was talking about. But I managed to talk him into it. He put on the VR helmet and the trodes on his temples and the sensors on his fingertips, whole 9 yards. The headphones. and we were able to upload me, if you will. So now we're a happy little family, I guess you could say, living inside of one guy, but two guys. Okay? It's not that weird. Okay? I suppose on television this type of thing is called, a plot device. Okay? Maybe it's called like, it's called like a scenario?
A premise. You're looking for the word premise.
Yeah. And the nice thing about this television plot device is it's real, it's true, it's 100%. They say you can't believe what you see on TV. Well, you can feel free to believe this, okay? And it should make the show a lot more fun for everybody, too. More fun for you. Definitely more fun for me, because I hate being confused with that guy.
Yeah, fuck you.
We're nothing alike, okay?
Sit and spin.
And that's another thing we can talk about, is how you can spot the differences between JJ Styles and Zot the Avenger, and hopefully not get confused. Alright? First of all, JJ Styles has a crazy hairdo. I've never known him to wear a hat, but I guess he could if he wanted to. But I always have a backwards cap. It's kind of my thing. I have a signature Zot the Avenger video games and more thing. So that's one thing that helps separate the two. Another thing is JJ has mutilated his face with all these weird piercings and stuff like that.
It's called
Whereas
artistic jewelry.
I have not.
Because you're a pussy.
Yes, my face is unmutilated. So. Also, his eyebrows are lighter than mine. And,
yeah, because you wear
aside
makeup
from
like
those,
a girl.
oh yeah. And I usually have on some kind of a plaid, like, think of it like my flannel shirt. Okay? And, aside from those obvious physical characteristics that are differences, me and JJ have completely different personalities.
Say that
You
again.
know, JJ, he's kind of a crazy jackass.
Ow, ow!
Whereas I am a level-headed
Stick in the
gamer.
mud.
That's like...
Level-headed stick
And
in
also,
the mud.
I still know how to have fun.
Sure you do.
You know, like, I'm more likely to say something like, alright, let's get this show on the road.
Indeed.
So, in fact, perhaps we should get this show on the road.
I couldn't have said it
Yes.
better myself. Ooh, video feedback. Okay, that wasn't working. Thought we'd get some trippy video feedback there for a second. Let me fix the input here. So, yeah, that was Zot the Avenger throwing me under the bus, basically letting the world know that there's something weird going on in my head, and that, well, they're just gonna have to deal with it. Yep. Because, hey, that's life. But, yeah, I would have rather not watched that. I kind of hate that guy when he's talking about me, especially. But whatever. It's all good. Gotta take the good with the bad, or I suppose in this case, like the bad with the really bad. Zing! Take that, Zot. But you know, says we're one happy family living inside of one dude. I don't know if I'd say happy family. And you know, he tried to make it sound like the family structure was like what? Like I'm the dad and he's the rebellious kid. It's more like we're a couple of brothers at each other's throats. That's like a couple of competitive sibling rivalry like brothers. But whatever, you know, that's more than you really need to know. I think that's really just I think you know too much as it is from what he said, but we can't take it back. I'm just trying to clarify things a little bit. Just like level it out. Get rid of all the static and spiky waves that kid put in there. Like, you know, I don't know if you quite understood. You know, he said that he couldn't find the internet, that at first he was stuck on a hospital. It sounded like he said a hospital internet, but he said hospital intranet. Like a tricycle? Tricycle? No, it's just, that's like, it's like a small version of the internet. You probably all have little intranets at home, basically, if you think about it. So, that's, that's a good bunch of news that we've covered so far. What would you say? What would you say, folks?